What kind of song would an actor known primarily for dramatic roles rather than musical composition create specifically for the woman everyone believes he's in love with? And what emotions and messages might be embedded in lyrics and melody, written by someone with intimate knowledge of the person who will perform them? The entertainment world was sent into emotional overdrive yesterday, when leaked studio footage revealed Zhao Lusi recording vocals in Lu Yuning's personal recording studio, for a song that he himself composed specifically for her to perform at her upcoming solo concert, creating a deeply personal artistic collaboration that has fans absolutely melting over the romantic implications of Lu Yuning literally creating music for Zhao Lusi to sing, while he produces and guides her through the recording process. The behind-the-scenes video clips that have gone viral show Zhao Lusi wearing headphones in the vocal booth looking nervous and vulnerable as she attempts to deliver the emotional performance that Lu Yuning's composition requires, while he sits at the production desk watching her intently through the studio glass, occasionally stopping the recording to provide gentle direction or encouragement, the entire scene radiating such intimacy and creative partnership that viewers report feeling like they're witnessing something almost too private to watch despite the professional studio setting. The fact that Lu Yuning wrote this song specifically knowing Zhao Lusi would be the one to perform it, crafting melodies that suit her vocal range and lyrics that speak to experiences and emotions relevant to her life, represents a level of personalized artistic creation that goes far beyond typical songwriter-performer relationships. Why would Lu Yuning, who has musical background and talent, but is not primarily known as a songwriter or composer, suddenly decide to create an original song for Zhao Lusi rather than having her work with established professional songwriters? And does his choice to personally compose music for her to perform represent artistic collaboration or romantic declaration expressed through the safe medium of professional creative work? According to sources close to both stars, Lu Yuning has been quietly working on songwriting and composition for several months, apparently motivated by desire to create something uniquely meaningful for Zhao Lusi that would be impossible to achieve through purchasing or licensing existing songs written by strangers with no knowledge of who she is or what matters to her. The decision to use his own private recording studio for the project rather than booking commercial studio time apparently reflects desire for complete privacy and freedom from time pressure or outside observation, allowing both of them to work through the creative and emotional challenges of the recording process without concern about witnesses or documentation beyond what they choose to allow. The leaked footage suggests their privacy preferences were not entirely successful, though the limited and fragmentary nature of what has emerged publicly indicates that most of the recording sessions remain confidential. The detail that has fans absolutely sobbing and declaring this the most romantic thing they've ever witnessed is that in one of the leaked clips, Zhao Lusi appears to break down crying in the middle of recording a particularly emotional section of the song, and Lu Yuning's response captured on the studio cameras is to immediately stop the recording and enter the vocal booth to hold her while she composes herself, the two of them visible through the studio glass in embrace that communicates comfort and understanding in a moment of artistic and emotional vulnerability. The raw authenticity of this moment, showing not polished professional recording process but the messy emotional reality of performing deeply personal material written by someone who knows you intimately, has convinced viewers that whatever the song's lyrics and content are about, they touched on something real and meaningful enough to overwhelm Zhao Lusi's ability to maintain professional composure and distance from the material. Lu Yuning's instinctive move to comfort rather than to push through the emotion for the sake of getting usable recordings demonstrates prioritization of her emotional well-being over productivity or efficiency, creating a moment that defines their relationship dynamic, perhaps more clearly than any public statement or explicit confirmation ever could. The song that Lu Yuning composed for Zhao Lusi remains unreleased with only fragments of melody and occasional lyric phrases audible in the leaked studio footage, leaving the full content and emotional message a subject of intense speculation and anticipation as fans await the official premiere at Zhao Lusi's concert. The portions that have been heard suggest a ballad with piano and string arrangements, emotionally vulnerable lyrics dealing with themes of love, trust, fear of loss, and gratitude for connection, and a melody that showcases Zhao Lusi's vocal range while staying within comfortable technical parameters that allow her to focus on emotional delivery, rather than struggling with difficult notes. The specific choice to write in her vocal range and to craft melody that serves the emotional content rather than showcasing technical virtuosity reflects Lu Yuning's understanding of Zhao Lusi as a performer and his apparent priority on creating something that will allow her to connect authentically with the material and the audience. Lu Yuning's recording studio where this creative collaboration is taking place is a professional-grade private facility that he apparently had constructed in a property he owns, investing substantial resources in equipment and acoustic treatment to create space where he can work on musical projects without the constraints or expenses of commercial studio rental. The decision to build such a facility suggests serious commitment to musical work beyond just his acting career, though the fact that Zhao Lusi appears to be the primary or perhaps only other artist using the space indicates it may have been created at least partially with the intention of working with her specifically. The studio design visible in the leaked footage shows sophisticated recording equipment, proper isolation between control room and vocal booth, and comfortable creative atmosphere that appears conducive to the kind of vulnerable emotional work that recording deeply personal songs requires. The recording process captured in the leaked footage reveals interesting dynamics about how Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi work together creatively, with him providing direction and feedback that balances technical guidance about vocal performance with emotional support and encouragement. His production approach appears collaborative rather than dictatorial, with footage showing him asking Zhao Lusi for her input and preferences, rather than simply instructing her how to perform his composition. The moments where he demonstrates melodic phrasing or suggests emotional interpretation show someone deeply invested in the material, and in helping her deliver performance that does justice to the song, while remaining authentic to her voice and emotional truth. Zhao Lusi's visible nervousness and vulnerability throughout the recording sessions apparently stems from combination of wanting to meet Lu Yuning's expectations for the song he created specifically for her, dealing with the emotional content of lyrics that hit close to personal experiences and feelings, and the general pressure of recording which even experienced professional singers find challenging and exposing. The fact that Lu Yuning wrote the material with knowledge of her life and their relationship means she cannot distance herself from the content or treat it as character acting but must engage with it as personally relevant material, creating emotional intensity that clearly affected her ability to maintain professional detachment during recording. The plan to debut the song at Zhao Lusi's upcoming solo concert adds another layer of significance and pressure to the project, as the performance will occur in front of thousands of fans and will be widely covered by media and shared across social platforms, meaning both the song itself and her performance of it will receive enormous attention and scrutiny. The fact that everyone will know Lu Yuning wrote the song specifically for her means the performance will be analyzed for what it reveals about their relationship and his feelings regardless of the song's actual content, creating a situation where even relatively neutral lyrics will be interpreted as declarations or revelations simply because of the authorship and the personal nature of the creative collaboration. Zhao Lusi's ability to successfully perform such personal material in front of massive audience will test her growth as an artist and her comfort with public vulnerability. The recording timeline and the question of when the song will be completely finished and ready for concert performance has become subject of speculation, with some sources suggesting the leaked footage shows relatively early stage of the recording process, and that significant additional work remains to achieve final polished version, while others claim the song is nearly complete with only minor mixing and production details remaining. The amount of time Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi invest in perfecting the recording reflects the importance they place on the project and their unwillingness to rush the creative process despite the approaching concert deadline. The broader implications of Lu Yuning writing original music for Zhao Lusi extend beyond this single song to possibilities of ongoing musical collaboration as part of their respective careers. If the song is successful and well received, it could establish precedent for future original compositions that Lu Yuning creates for Zhao Lusi to perform, potentially developing into significant aspect of both their artistic identities. The combination of his compositional skills and her performance abilities could create unique artistic partnership that sets them apart from other entertainment industry couples or collaborators who typically maintain more separation between their individual professional work. In conclusion, the leaked recording studio footage showing Zhao Lusi emotionally recording a song that Lu Yuning composed specifically for her to perform at her upcoming concert has provided fans with heartbreakingly intimate glimpse into creative and romantic partnership that transcends typical professional collaboration. The image of her breaking down crying while recording particularly emotional section, and his immediate response of entering the booth to hold and comfort her captures relationship dynamic of vulnerability, support, and deep personal connection that fans have long believed exists, but rarely get to see documented so clearly. Lu Yuning's choice to write original music for Zhao Lusi rather than having her work with professional songwriters, his investment in private studio space where they can work without external pressure, and the care and patience visible in how he guides her through the challenging recording process, all demonstrate prioritization of creating something genuinely meaningful and personal over simply producing commercially viable content efficiently. As anticipation builds for the song's concert debut and fans eagerly await hearing the full composition and witnessing Zhao Lusi's live performance of material so intimately connected to her relationship with its composer, this recording project has become symbolic of their entire relationship, a collaboration born from love and care that exists in vulnerable creative space between professional achievement and personal emotional truth.